All hail the Queen. God save the Queen. All the regal mantras exclaimed, acknowledging and honoring the highest status a woman can be bestowed upon, whether she is a royalty or a woman who exudes an air of uber confidence and opulence. The Queen Factory, which includes our mothers, grandmothers, as well as mentors, grooms, polishes, and prepares all young princesses to rule one day. She absolutely reigns with sovereignty, carrying herself with a distinguished presence and awe-inspiring to all her subjects. Today, we will explore the Queen Archetype. When balanced, keyword balanced, the Queen Archetype displays grace, charisma, and ambition. She is a natural leader and commands respect when she walks into a room. In fact, she is a social butterfly that gives off extrovert energy. The Queen is also a professional guru, networking in powerful arenas. As a result, she builds her own business empires. So I just wanted to mention the Queen Archetype shares a Venn diagram with the Lover, the Huntress, and the Sage Archetype, which are individual videos I previously covered. Let's move on. Nonetheless, when it's time to wind down, this lady enjoys spending luxurious vacations at elegant destinations, fit for a queen. The Queen's special bae must, he can be no sloth, showcase confidence, security, and be equally successful to capture and entertain her attention. It is important to realize she is a queen who loves being in a relationship with her king. So she don't want no scrub. Shout out to TLC. However, any man who is intimidated by her success will be ousted out of her royal court. Women born under these attributes are highly assertive powerhouses who exhibit an impressive self-awareness. Without delay, here are our famous Queen Archetypes. Martha Stewart, Diana Ross, Dolly Parton, Cher, Angela Bassett, and Beyonce Knowles. Our fictional queens are Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada, Daenerys Targaryen in Games of Thrones, and Disney animated character Elsa from Frozen. Notably, under the banner of grace and bravery, there are 5 types of queens within the world of the monarch hierarchy. Queen Regnant is the most popular and powerful. She has the same rank as a king in that she reigns over their entire kingdom or nation. Queen Consort is the wife of the king. Queen Regent, not to be confused with Queen Regnant, previously mentioned. Let's carry on. She is an adult guardian to the monarch child until he or she is of age to rule. Queen Dowager title is given to a widowed queen after her king's passing. Again, a dowager can also fall under regent queen, being in charge of a young monarch until they're of age. Moving on. Last on this list is Queen Mother. This is an obvious title given to the ruling king's mother. Bessie Wallace Warfield was born June 19, 1896 in Blue Ridge Summit, Pennsylvania. She was born to parents Tackle Wallace Warfield and Alice Montague. Unfortunately, when Bessie was just an infant, she lost her father to tuberculosis. Bessie's mother, Alice, was now left with no financial security and protection. Shortly after Bessie's father's passing, her wealthy paternal grandmother and uncle took in the single mother and child. During this time, Bessie's name was changed to Wallace Warfield. Wallace and her mother were granted provisions by the uncle. He provided full tuition for her at an exclusive all-girls school. In fact, Wallace was top in her class and was known for her stylish clothes, independence, and confidence. Decades later, in 1931, Wallace, now an adult, had a topsy-turvy life. She had already married her first husband, Earl Winfield Spencer, divorced him, and remarried her second husband, Ernest Ulrich Simpson, but later found herself in another unhappy union. Later that year, she met Prince Edward, aka the Prince of Wales, at a social event. Here is a little scandal regarding Miss Wallace. Now remember, she is still married. So, her leveling up strategy and/or hypergamous practices she learned from her grandmother and mother was bold. She was introduced to Prince Edward by his then mistress girlfriend named Lady Furness, which was also her friend. If I had anything to say to Miss Furness right now, I would say, girl, you dropped the ball. Hence the expression, you snooze, you lose. Let's carry on. Shortly after, Wallace shamelessly paraded around in the arms of the monarch as his current new mistress, girlfriend. She and her bae traveled throughout Europe in lavish royal spaces. As a result, rumors quickly traveled to the royal palace. Later in 1936, Prince Edward's father, King George V, passed away. That same year, Prince Edward ascended to the throne. Unfortunately, there was one problem. Edward, now king, could not remain on the throne because of his illegitimate relationship with Wallace. The British top officials demanded that he suspended his scandalous relationship with his American girlfriend, or else. After all, besides Wallace being American and not of royal British background, she was a two-time divorcee and an older woman to boot. Now, this was a complicated turn of events for both Wallace and Edward. In addition to all the other concerns, she was still married to her ex-husband, Ernest Simpson. However, she swiftly divorced him only after the demand was handed down by British officials. Let's continue. Despite all the problems, Prince Edward's enormous love and respect for Wallace was unmeasured. In 1937, he abdicated his title as king so he could marry his lady love. The couple was later given their new royal titles, the Duchess of Windsor. On a later note, although the couple never had children of their own, Willis remained a loyal wife to her royal husband until his passing in the year 1972. She never remarried. An imbalanced queen is a queen struggling to keep her court in order. The queen archetype is known to be the hardest working boss babe in the kingdom. She is a natural leader and knows what she wants on the job and on the home front. Unfortunately, she can be a workaholic, threatening her capacity to manage mental stress. Under those circumstances, her personal world suffers as well as allow room for self-doubt to occupy space in her mind rent-free. When the queen is unhappy and insecure, she has a tendency to behave superficially around family and friends because everything must appear perfect. Let's continue. Not to mention, she could be outright arrogant, treating people like mere peasants by being judgmental, controlling, and having a strong sense of entitlement. The queen's love life could also suffer the same fate. Her inability to vent healthy partners is clouded with dust. She may even allow herself to stay in unhealthy relationships too long. Like most monarchs, the queen archetype reigns only when her court, meaning life, is in order. When she is humble and confident on her throne, whether alone as a regnant queen, single-handedly ruling her entire kingdom, or as a consort queen sitting next to her king, she is a beacon of light for her kingdom. Humility and confidence are the signature traits of a wise queen. To clarify, humility builds monumental character, instilling the spirit of humanity. Furthermore, uber confidence prepares a woman to be her very best at being herself, despite the naysayers. She owes no one an apology. Every woman has the potential to be a queen because we all have something unique to offer to the kingdom, the world. That's it. Thank you for viewing my final video of 2024, the Queen Archetype. Also, I want to thank my viewers and subscribers for watching and supporting my channel. It's been a whirlwind of a year. Now, my final thoughts on the entire Archetype series. Every woman has access to possessing and using her charming toolbox of feminine archetypes. All 7+. The key is first understanding them and knowing which tool to use on their quest for growth. Hopefully, for the following year, the topic of feminine archetypes should be an important topic of conversation for us all, young and old, who are exploring this vital information for women. With that being said, what were your thoughts on today's video? Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you will be notified when I upload another video. Oh, have a safe, happy holiday. And like always, because everyone has a story. Ciao.